Y'all put your hands together for that. Okay? That's how we do it. Okay? This is so important for you to to realize that you're in the right place at the right time. In fact, one of the things I talk about, see, in North America for Momentis, they've been in America now for about 2 years. They're still not in every state in America with energy, but they are in every state with some services. One of the most brilliant things about Momentis is they came up with a portfolio of products and services where it doesn't matter where you live, you can profit from them, even if we're not marketing energy in that state. Well, the same thing's going to happen here. They're not only in North America, they're in US and in Canada. But this is what we're excited about. This is why we're here. It's about the opportunity for you in the UK. Now, I'll tell you something. You see this slide that says right place, right time? How many of y'all see that? Raise your hand if you see that sign that says right place, right time. Okay, now listen. You know what I found out? Right now you're in the right place at the right time. But you know what I found out? Most people, when they're in the right place at the right time, they don't know it. It's only when they are no longer in the right place at the right time that they realize where they were. How many of y'all have heard of a company called Google?
Right.
I think that's one of the stupidest names, Google. Like, who came up with that name, Google? But when Google was started 10, 15, 20 years ago, it was a penny stock. You could have bought thousands of shares of Google for a few pounds, a few dollars. Today, Google stock is some of the most expensive stock in the world. Now, where would you be today had you or your parents invested in Google 10, 15 years ago? See, Google has created tens of thousands of millionaires. Here's my point. You were in the right place at the right time, but you didn't know it. Don't you wish you owned some Google stock now? See, now we can't afford it, okay? But here's my point. With Momentis, you really are in the right place at the right time. We are in pre-launch. And for anyone who understands network marketing, it doesn't matter what company you're talking about. If it's going to survive, the best time to get in is early. We are even before early. We're not even at the beginning. We're at the beginning of the beginning. There's never going to be a better time. Say, what does it mean to you? These are some of the services we're marketing in Momentis in America. And when they launch in the UK, we won't have all those things. They're going to come in on a slow basis and fold these other things in as we go. There's a guy in this company called Refugio. And I love his story. Refugio has become the top money earner in the company. He earns several $100,000 monthly. But when Refugio started with Momentis, he had one service. We weren't marketing everything in his state. He started and he only had direct TV as a service. Today, Refugio earns several $100,000 monthly. Now, suppose he had said, well, you only got one service. I'm going to wait. I don't want to market direct TV. I don't know nobody who wants direct TV. Let me wait. When are you going to have all the other stuff? Do you understand he would have missed his opportunity? You see, I'm only saying that because when they launch in the UK, we won't have all those things you see here. In fact, I think we got a slide that talks about these are some of the services they're going to bring to the UK. You know what I want you to do again right now? Put your hands together right now for what you're seeing. You know what's exciting about this? You know what's exciting about this? Virtually everything you see here, people are already paying for it anyway. We're not selling anything new. You don't have to convince anybody they need electricity. And you never have to go back next month on another truckload and say, look, I got another truckload of electricity for you. You're not selling juice, pills, potions, powders. You're selling something, quite honestly, that can never be paid for. Do you realize you will never finish paying your electric bill? No. You pay it this month, it shows right back up next month. You pay your internet bill, it shows right back up. Here I am again. Phone bill, cable TV, they never go away. See, That's the benefit of what we have here. There's a range of services that you're going to hear about over the next few days and weeks as we roll this out. And those who are properly positioned, remember, the same wind blows on all of us. Momentis is here for everybody. Make sure you adjust your sails to catch it, okay? I want to just tell you something. I'm going to stop in a second, but I have found that in my life, God has been good to me. I love to say that because it really has. You know, when Gloria came up and talked about me a minute ago, Gloria said some great things about me. And it makes me feel good. I love it when people say nice things about me. It really makes me feel good. But you know what? If all you know about me right now is what you heard her say, it can be misleading. Because she made me sound like I am a brilliant businessman. And that's not true. Had some of y'all met me 20 years ago, you was across the street to be on the other side of the street. I was broker than a church mouse. I don't know if that term, if y'all understand that term. I had 2 jobs, living paycheck to paycheck. I was a single parent, trying to raise my kids myself. As a man, that was rare back in those days. That's when I saw relationship marketing, network marketing. And it flat out changed my life forever. Y'all don't know where I came from. I appreciate the good words y'all say, but I tell you something, there's nobody in the room tonight. There's no one here tonight that was in a worse situation, that's in a worse situation right now than I was when I saw network marketing, relationship marketing years ago. And I tell you that because it's something I've learned that relationship marketing is something everybody is doing anyway. Most people are just not getting paid. You see? How many of you have been to a good movie, really enjoyed the movie, and when you enjoyed that movie after the movie was over, what did you do? You told somebody about it.
Sure.
See? And somebody you told, guess what? They went to the movie because of what you said. There's no more powerful commercial than a friend telling a friend. See? And then your friends went to that movie, bought popcorn, raisinets, and Gucci beans and stuff. But the theater never came back to you and says, gee, John, Mary, Louise, you sent some friends down. I appreciate it. Here's your share of what they spent. They didn't do that, did they? But they went because of you. See? A good restaurant. We build our churches through relationship marketing. We invite you to our churches. It's the way we do things. Network marketing and Momentis are going to allow you to get paid on something you've been doing anyway. You see, you don't have to learn how to do network marketing. You already know how to do it. We just want to monetize it. Tie some money. Am I making any sense?
Yes.
So I know I talk fast and funny. Can y'all still understand me in the back?
Yeah.
Okay? Listen very carefully. All we do in this company is we join as reps, meaning we actually have our own business. That's amazing to me. That you can actually own your own business for, a few £100s. And you're going to see in a minute, it's even less than a few £100s. But you can own your own business. We join like that, we get a few customers, and the customers are people who are using this service anyway. You follow me? Okay? That's our business model. That's it. We enroll a few customers, we teach others how to do the same thing. That's our business model. Now, in the UK, there's what's going to be. I've been all over the UK in the last 2 weeks. I never got an applause like that. That is amazing. That's amazing. See, that's the cost, but that cost is going to lead you to an incredible worth. I am so excited when I see that, all the things that happen here. There's also a website. The website, and I'm not going to get into the details about the compensation plan, that's somebody will come talk about that. But there's 2 things we do when we join Momentis. We join, we enroll, we get our system set up, then we get the website, which is our basic support system. That's going to run about $24.95, £25 a month. But that website counts as 2 customer points. See, the way Momentis does it is customer points that pay you, is customer points that promote you. And you need 3 customer points to release your first bonus. The website counts as 2. Okay? I should have showed you that before I said all the thing, but that's what it is, okay? I'm learning this slide for the first time myself. Now, bottom line is that, and you know, I have the actual website in America. The one y'all who signed up here, the website you have is like a mini website. It's not the real deal. It's just something to let you build your team. But when you see the real website, all the training in there, all the support system, all the reports you can run, it is an amazing tool. It's a key tool to building your team. That website actually lets you enroll customers right through your website. It's amazing. And when you sign up and they start rolling it, you'll see that. They have got training, they got mentors in your back office. Some of the most important mentors that have changed my life, like Jim Rohn, John Maxwell. There's a lot of people that help you focus on your mind to change the way you think. That's the key to this whole business. Bottom line is this. I'm going to stop right here. Okay. But has what I said so far made sense? Yeah. Okay? If what I have said so far made sense, raise your hands. Wow. Okay. Now here's my point. It ought to make sense. But I tell people, whether it makes sense or not, get in anyway and get paid while you figure it out. You see? Now, I want to bring up somebody that talk about the ways to get paid. Because how many of y'all want to see the money? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to bring up a guy. This guy is actually part of my upline. If you understand network marketing, I'm actually in his team. See? When I met him, and I met him actually in Dallas, Texas, this guy was already making what I feel is stupid money when I met him 6 months ago. There's nobody in the room, I think, better qualified to talk about the income and how it flows and how to earn it than this guy. Some of you have seen him. He was over here, I think, a couple months back, just a meeting before I even came over. He's one of the top money earners in the company. He's a member of what they call the TPC, the Top Performance Council. That in itself tells you who he is, the Top Performance Council. There's a team of about, I think maybe 15 or 20 of those people in the whole company. Ain't many of them. And he's one of those, okay? Help me welcome and bring up here to talk about the money, how this thing works. Top Performance Council member, National Director, Mr. Tim Sparks.